Today I'll be showing you how I lost $350 trading as a semi-profitable day trader. Let's get into it. So the first thing I do, like always, high time frame gaps and liquidity. Mark all those out. And I marked out my liquidity and I noticed that ES is more bullish and NASDAQ's more bearish because NASDAQ went all the way to this bottom and ES has not. ES is still above this one right here while NASDAQ took them all out. So immediately I'm thinking we are gonna long today because we already took out all that liquidity and it's time for us to go up. So ES is what I'm looking mainly at, and as we see, we get a crazy 5-minute candle, and I mean we're looking good here. So at this point I am looking for maybe a tap into this gap, this 5-minute gap, and a breakdown to get equilibrium, or to just form equilibrium and get equilibrium. So the first thing that happens is that we get this 5-minute bearish candle, and that forms our equilibrium spot. Now we just gotta wait for the tap into the equilibrium, and we wait, and we do so here. So we tap into equilibrium, and this is what NASDAQ's looking like. Also, you know, the more bearish one, so it's obviously going to look more bearish. But we tap into equilibrium, and pretty much what I'm waiting right here for is, I think if we get a break above break of structure, if we get a break of structure here, I feel like we honestly inverse that gap. So I'm really looking for an inverse of structure or break of structure. Dang, I can't speak. So I noticed that we break structure on NASDAQ and ES. Well, just NASDAQ. But since it's my more, since NASDAQ's more my bearish one, I set up my long. And I target, these are my main highs, but I come all the way up here just to, you never know. You never know. So we got some partials here and partials there. So this is what my trade's looking like. I believe I put this in the right spot. And we come up, I'm like, all right, that kind of worries me a little bit. And this is the part where I'm like, all right, I low-key messed up. And as you see here, we get tagged out at the perfect spot. Tagged out at the perfect spot. And what really happened is that it just tested that fair value gap again, came down, hit that 79%, bounced back up. This is what NASDAQ's looking like. I mean, it could have been just NASDAQ respecting this 5-minute gap right here too. Could have been 5-minute gap on NASDAQ, making ES go up. It could have been it wanting 79%. I'm sure there's probably a gap down here. Yeah, there's a 1-minute gap down here too that did not get inversed, barely surviving there. And yeah, so I lost $350. 350 bucks. But watch this. Partial hit. Break. If I would have went break even here, went break even, and boom. I mean, this was the initial one that I was going for. So I mean, most of my contracts would have came off here, like I said about 2 minutes ago maybe. But I always, go a little bit higher just in case, I have one come off. But I could have took a dub today. I could have took a dub. And like, even if I waited for that 5-minute gap, because if I would have waited for that 5-minute gap, I would have entered here. And I mean, that's a crazy stop loss for your two targets here. Break even. Which, I mean, it still would have worked, but, And, I mean, honestly, the right trade and everything, it was the right trade. But you know. Dang, got hair, bruh. It was a right trade and everything, but yeah, just need get a little bit luckier next time. I'm not gonna lie, or wait for that 5-minute gap. But yeah, that's how I lost $350 as a semi-profitable day trader. Peace.